First and foremost, let me just say, one of the most legendary nights of my life, sitting with Joe Crack and DJ Khaled.
Come on.
I appreciate the invite.
Come on.
Six God.
Yeah.
Come on.
By the way, I had you at a certain price point before I got here. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Shout out to Joey Crack, Fat Joe. Fat Joe was in the middle of a little cleanup job here following his Verzuz battle against Ja Rule. Yo, a lot of people saying Fat Joe lost that Verzuz against Ja Rule. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that Verzuz battle. People saying Ja Rule came to play against Fat Joe despite the wordplay from Fat Joe. Speaking of his words in his mouth, it almost got him in a little trouble. In the middle of Fat Joe's Verzuz battle with Ja Rule, he let something slip about the women Ja Rule was bringing out on his team.
Every fucking song got a feature, Ja.
Hold up, Craig. I didn't see nobody come. Y'all seen somebody come out here with me?
Oh, them
I mean either.
You gotta go to the crack house to find them bitches.
Hold up, but let me tell you something, Craig. I heard you say something about I ain't had a...
Yeah, when you say something like that, I know Fat Joe probably was just in the middle of war, and he wasn't meaning it to personalize it, but it came off as bad when the only two women that Ja had brought out at the time, or had planned to bring out, were Lil Mo and Vita. Again, I think Fat Joe had saw these women backstage, and they were obviously coming out on Ja Rule's set, and Fat Joe made some comments that I'm sure he wished he could have taken back, calling them some disrespectful names. From there, with social media in the world we're in, they had a field day with Fat Joe, pretty much saying, yo, bro, you can't be disrespecting women like that, no matter if you're in a Verzuz battle or not. Not to add insult to injury, Lil Mo, one of the women that seemingly could have gotten disrespected by Fat Joe's words during that Verzuz battle, she had something to say online. She said, I need everyone to tell Fat Joe he owes me a genuine apology. I don't live in a crack house. I'm not a bee, nor am I dusty. Street code, women and children are off limits. Disappointed, all right? Fat Joe tried to clean it up. Said, I'm super sorry. I love you and Vita. I said sorry to your face before I left the building, and Vita, I was caught in a moment, and I'm super sorry. God bless. And also Remy Ma, who's going to always have Fat Joe's back. She mentioned Lil Mo and said, stop it, Mo. Dang well Joe ain't on it like that. First of all, you, V, and Shanti or nobody had even come out yet when him and Ja was going back and forth. We didn't even know who was in the back. Second, I was in the car when you walked through the parking lot and he hugged you. He showed you mad love as usual. No need to tell your followers to tell him anything. As someone that personally knows you, I'm sorry you were offended. You can call my phone. Matter of fact, I'm going to DM you my number in case you don't have it anymore. Let's not do the social media since it's street code. Lil Mo responded to Remy Ma and said, who is you to tell me how to feel? Mind your business. F out of here. Well, give Fat Joe all the credit in the world. He tried to clean it up. He went back on his IG and apologized to Lil Mo and Vita for his comments.
Do is apologize to Lil Mo and Vita and any women who feel disrespected by what I said. I don't just love black women, I adore them. I worship them. You are the queens. You are my queens. Simple. Follow the track record. For 26 years, for as long as you know me, you know where I come from. I love all women, especially the black women. I love them all. I am apologizing to anyone I offended. Anyone I offended. I was in hip hop. We was in a rap battle. I got besides myself. I'm going to break that down to you in this recap. But to Little Mo, I love you. You are a queen. You are a legend. You are an icon. You did such an amazing job yesterday. I seen Little Mo before it happened. Hugged her, kissed her. After I realized that I went too far, I went up to her and tried to tell her sorry. I told her sorry. I told Vita sorry in person before we even left the building. Before we left the building, I threw the tweet up. I'm sorry. I disrespected. I love you guys. You are my sisters in art.
And since then, we have seen Lil Mo and Fat Joe show each other some more love on social media. So it looks like everything is wrapped up. Look, Joey was in the middle of war, man. He takes this culture seriously, man. He takes that versus battle serious. We know Fat Joe had been, at first he didn't want to do it, and then he got talked into doing it. I think he saw the business behind versus, and he enjoys his catalog and his place in the culture. And it was against Ja Rule, somebody that's like a brother to him. So for Joe, it was like, yo, if I'm going to do this, I want to be my most serious version of myself. He was in war mode. And if you're in war mode, sometimes things slip out of your mouth or you do actions that you maybe don't want to stand by. I get why I was disrespectful, but I respect Joey Crack for cleaning up his mess. All right, y'all let me know who won the versus battle between Fat Joe and Ja Rule. And did you notice what he had even said at any point in the battle? Let me know.